Hey everybody, before we start this episode, I just wanted to give a quick happy birthday to my dad. My dad was the one who initially got me into flight simulation when I was a kid many years ago. So without him, this content would not even be here today. So just want to give a very special happy birthday to my father. Hope you have a good day. And with that, we will get on with the episode. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 8 of the Pan American series. Today we're going to be starting off here in Osorno, Chile. We'll be flying about 100 nautical miles or so up to Pucón, Chile. I'll zoom out here now, and you guys can see, we're about in the same spot as we were last time in the grand scheme of things. Still down here, and still have all this way to go. So, we've made good progress. When we first started way down here, we've come quite a ways to be up to where we are already. But we're not slowing down. Still going to try to release one episode a week. Thank you guys very much. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 8 of the Pan American series. Picking up where we left off here in Osorno, and we have our passengers loaded up. 5 passengers and their baggage, and we're going to be going up to Pucón in Chile. Still in Chile. Weather's cleared up a little bit since we landed. If you guys remember from episode 7, the weather was pretty rainy, pretty cloudy as we came in. Still have a lot of cloud cover, but it's not really raining down here. And down there on the approach into 3-3, you can see it's not quite as overcast. So yeah, we'll be heading up to Pucón today. But we'll be flying IFR again just in case. Don't want to get stuck in any kind of weather that we can't handle on our own. So we've already got a flight plan loaded. We've not called for clearance or anything like that yet. So we'll just get the chocks removed here, take off the pitot tube cover, and untie the tie down here. Other than that, we've already done the walk around, checked the oil and everything, which it's only been maybe about an hour or so, hour and a half since the last flight. So, we don't need to do things too thoroughly, just kind of going over the things we had already checked at the beginning of our leg earlier today. All right. Go over our checklists here. I've already briefed the passengers, so they already know what's happening. The seatbelts are secured, the doors are closed and locked. Batteries off, the gears down, flaps are up, brakes are firm, flight controls we've tested are free, parking brake is set, all the switches are off, flip the battery on, the green light, gear lights are green, elevator and rudder trims are neutralized. Excuse me, hydraulic shutoff valve is open. Fuel, we've checked, we've got about 44 pounds on board, roughly. About 20 in the center tank, and then about 12 in each side tank, so about 42, 44 pounds. It's like right at 20, kind of, maybe a little bit below. Low fuel warning is off, the circuit breakers are all in, the altimeter and the clock are set. So now we're good for the 4-star checklist. Props are full forward, mixtures are at cutoff, throttles, we'll crack them. Batteries on, low fuel warnings out. Fuel selectors, we'll cycle them to on. They are working. Right, boost pump comes on. Mixture comes forward to prime. We watch the fuel flow. Comes up. Mixture back to off, and it drops back down. Clear prop on the right, no one's out there. Oh. Didn't quite catch that start, let's try it again. I've been trying to get the magneto bug figured out, because I still get that weird bug where the mags go back over to start whenever you cut the mixture. So I've been trying to figure that out. Not having a whole lot of luck with that, but alright. Alternator's on. Boost pump can come off, and now we'll do the same for the left engine, excuse me. So, mixture full rich, fuel flow comes up, stabilizes, mixture comes back to cut off. Alright, back to 1,000 RPM. Alternator on, boost pump off. Alright, another warm up and run up. We need to warm up at about 1,000 RPM, so we're going to let it sit here for just a couple of minutes and let those warm up, and then I'll come back to you guys. We'll do the run up, and then we'll call for clearance and taxi. And actually, before we go ahead and while we're letting these engines warm up, I guess we could go ahead and put in the flight plans. So enter in our origin and our destination, which is Pucón. And we're going to be departing on the Puca 2 Delta, or the Pucón 2 Delta. Last waypoint is Pucón, and then it's just direct to the airport. So yeah, that is our flight plan, nice and easy there. Alright, we're just gonna let the engines warm up a little bit more, and then we'll be back with you guys when we're ready to do the run up and call for taxi. Alright, our engines seem to be warmed up now. All our T's and P's are looking good. We should be good to go. So we're going to call up for our clearance, and then we'll do our run up and get out to the runway. Osorno ground, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo, ready to copy IFR to Pucón.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, cleared to Pucón via the Pucón 2 Delta departure, then as filed. Departure runway 33, initial climb to 9,000. Departure on 120.1 squawk 3721. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, contact tower on 118.9er, bye-bye.
To Pucón via the Pucón 2 departure, then is filed. Departure runway 33, initial climb to 9,000. Departure 120.1, and we're squawking 3721, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, read back correct.
Alright, that's the clearance taken care of. Now we can do our run-up checklist. So, engine temperatures are checked, we're at 1,000 RPM. Props are full forward, mixtures are rich. Run the throttles up to 1,500. Checking our left alternator and right alternator voltages. They're good. We'll bring them up to 2,100 RPM. Cycle our props. That seems to be good. Now we'll do our mag check. So I'll start with the right engine, right mag. Back to both. Right engine, left mag. Back to both. Now the left engine. Right mag. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Now I'm gonna lean our ground ops here. We can bring these back to 1000 RPM. Alright, before takeoff checklist, cabin doors closed and locked, our controls are free. Up on the left, down on the right, up on the right, down on the left. Elevator down, elevator up. Can't see the rudder, but full left rudder, full right rudder, right? Those have been checked. Props are full forward. Fuel selectors are on. The mixtures we're going to leave leaned until we're at the runway. Boost pumps can come on. Instruments are checked. Let's see. Showing about 320 to 325 on the compass. Wait a second now. 310 to 315 on the compass. And showing about the same on the HSI. Let's see, our altimeter's set. Warp speed. Yep, all of those are looking good. Zeroed out. Should be good to go. Clock is good. 5:08 p.m. So the sun will probably start setting after too long, I would assume. Right. Our trims, the flaps, we're going to set those to 20. The trims are set. Go ahead and set the pitot heat on. It's 71 degrees in here, so should be fine on heat for now. Ambient temperature is still about 65, so it's actually went up a little bit. And the parking brake can be released. And the only thing we've got to do before takeoff is just make sure it's full forward. And yeah, lights, so it should be good. And the after takeoff checklist is just wheels, brake, gear up, flaps up, so we select the climb checklist here. And yeah, we'll taxi over to the runway and get on out of here. And ground already cleared us over to tower, so there's plenty of runway remaining, so we'll probably just depart from here, honestly. So we'll switch over to tower now. It's 118.9er. Tower, Aerostar, number 702 Sierra Bravo, ready for departure at the Aero Club ramp.
Aerostar, November 702 Sierra Bravo, Osorno Tower, runway 33, winds 360 at 11, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 33, Aerostar. 2 Sierra Bravo, thank you. Right, let's just flip our other landing light on and the strobes. We'll taxi out onto the runway and get going. Mixture's full rich. Bringing up the power. That was a brake sound from FS Realistic. 80 knots. There's 100 knots. Off. Gears coming up. Autopilot's coming on. And we'll reduce to climb power.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, contact departure.
Over to departure, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. So we're bringing back to 24 inches on the manifold pressure. 2400 RPM. Decrease our pitch here, so we'll stall. Pick up some airspeed, and we're going to retract the flaps. So before we call air traffic control, maximum climb 122 knots, which accelerating towards. Fuel pumps off at 1000 AGL, which we're above. Fuel pumps off. Power's at 24 and 24, and we're trimming for climb, best climb at 122 knots. Now over to departure. Departure Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, climbing 2,800 for 9,000 on the Pucón 4 Alpha departure. That's 2 Delta, I think.
Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Portamont Center, radar contact, climb 9,000.
Climbing 9,000 Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We're starting to cool off just a little bit in here, so we'll put on the heating. Just a little bit of heat, Brian. Climbing. Oops. Get a CHT warning here. So it could be just that we're going a little bit slow. The outside temperature is still almost 60 degrees and we're climbing pretty hard, so might decrease our rate of climb here a little bit, hope we can get a little bit more speed, a little more cooling to the engines. And of course, as we say that,
Sierra Bravo, direct Juliet, Oscar 216, then is filed, please.
direct Juliet Oscar 216 and is filed at Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Right, I mean, we're climbing. See if she's coming down on the left side. Weather's looking pretty nice so far. A little bit of clouds up ahead, but nothing we can't handle. Down a little bit more, trying to gain some of that airspeed. Thousand feet to go. Oh, nice. A lovely river down here. Nice. Alright, throttles are against the firewall now. Both engines are looking pretty good. Just gotta get up to 9,000. Alright, coming up on 9,000. Level off nice and easy. Alright, go back to our cruise power settings of 20 inches of manifold pressure. RPM. And then while we're at it, clean our mixtures. DGT. About 25 degrees, 24 degrees. Alright, so that's the right engine laned. Now we'll lane the left. DGT for the left engine.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, contact Port Mont approach on 128.3.
Port Mont approach 128.3, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Port Mont approach, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo with you, 9,000. About got the left engine laned out here.
Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Puerto Mont approach identified. Good evening, La Union QNH 1014.
QNH 1014, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Alright, now we're just cruising. Go through the cruise checklist just to double check. So power's set, mixtures are set, fuel quantity we will monitor. About almost drained the wing tanks, and we've still got 20 left in the fuselage. Fuel pumps, verified that they are off. Fuel pressure, check. So got about 22 pounds PSI on the left, and about 25, 26 PSI on the right. And engine gauges, check. So, oil temperatures are looking good. About 70-ish degrees Celsius on each side. Oil pressure looks good.
Land 284 radar contact.
Cylinder head temperature is looking okay. Right, so that's our cruise checklist. So now we're just cruising.
Charlie Charlie Zulu Kilo November contact Cairo Control on 124.7.
20 miles to Pucón,
124.7
and then
Charlie Charlie Zulu
like
Kilo
40-something
November.
miles direct to the airport, so won't be too long, really, before we are on our way into Pucón. And it should be, permitting that the weather holds up, it should be a nice approach. There's some water right nearby, so it should be very lovely. And actually, while we're in cruise, might as well go ahead and take a look. Let's see, SimBrief had us coming in on 2.8. So I don't know, we might come in on 28, or they might end up having us come in a different way, but 28 will be landing to the west, so we won't fly in over the water. But if we do go around, it will be over the water, so that's something to keep in mind. So it looks like there are no approaches.
Puerto Montt Center, Charlie Zulu Kilo, November 5000.
There's not a whole lot of information, period. 9 and 27. Excuse me. This is 28, so obviously there's some discrepancy between SimBrief and NAVIGRAPH on what the runways are. However, we will expect runway 27 or 28 landing to the west. There are no instrument approaches, so obviously that can greatly affect our ability to land there, basically. And if we cannot, our filed alternate is La Araucania? Not sure how you say that. This will be our alternate here if for some reason we can't land at Pucón. But I'm hoping that won't be a problem. So, we shall see. Now we're just cruising along. I actually have my power set a bit too high. Should be 20 inches right there. Get some good ground speed, 175 knots over the ground. Not too shabby for a twin banger.
Charlie Oscar Whiskey contact Puerto Montt Center on 128.3.
128.3, Charlie Oscar Whiskey.
Definitely better than a Cessna 150. Alright, we are approaching the airport about 20 miles. Gonna load in a visual approach for 33 or 27/28.
Puerto Montt Center, Charlie Kilo Papa Tango, 7000.
Charlie Kilo Papa Tango, radar contact.
Got a beautiful mountain over here, off our right. And of course, there's a layer of clouds.
Charlie Sierra contact Puerto Montt Center on 128.3.
hoping that we can
128
break out of those
Charlie, Papa
at a
Charlie,
decent
Sierra.
altitude so we can proceed visual to the runway. And I'm hoping that ATC will give us some guidance here shortly, because we don't have a lot of time. Of course, we might overfly the airport, since it looks like this mountain, this terrain is like right there. I think the airport might be over here somewhere, kind of past this mountain. I'm not 100% sure though. Could be seeing this terrain here.
Report to Mont Center, Charlie, Papa Charlie, Sierra 8000.
Not 100%
Charlie,
clear,
Sierra, radar contact.
but in other news, I wanted to announce that I am going to be bringing some other content to the channel. I previously talked about doing some one-off or just kind of generic flight sim episodes, which I do still plan to do in the future. But I will probably also be uploading some American Truck Simulator content. That's another title that I frequent. Probably some gameplay from American Truck Simulator, maybe some map editing videos. Haven't really decided to what extent, if I will do modding videos or not. As well, the bus recently released, the full release version came out on Steam, so we will definitely be checking that out on the channel as well. This series is going to take priority over those things, because this is a long-term commitment, but at the same time I do want to have some other content on my channel. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe and keep an eye on the channel, because we will have some other non-flight sim related content in the future. Alright, we are like 7 miles from the airport, and we flying directly overhead with no clearance, no guidance whatsoever from air traffic control.
Charlie, Delta Whiskey, Sierra, contact Cargo Control on 124.7.
I mean, we're like about to be overflying it right now.
Charlie, Delta Whiskey, Sierra.
All I can think is that they didn't want to vector us near this terrain, so they're going to have us come out here and come back. But if they've not, you know, if we hit, say, 20, 25 miles past the airport, I'm not gonna wait for them any longer. Saint Engines seems to have issues sometimes with this, where it doesn't kind of keep track of you and actually finish the flight, which doesn't necessarily pose a huge issue. Like, it's not like it did something wrong, it's just that it did nothing, which I would almost argue is more problematic, because then you don't know, like, I don't know if I'm just being impatient, you know, I don't know what the air traffic controller is thinking. So I don't know whether to trust it and wait, or whether to start kind of being like...
Mont Center, Charlie, Yankee Alpha.
Start being like, hey, are you gonna vector me to the airport or what?
Yankee Alpha, Mike, radar contact.
Yeah, we're like almost directly overhead now. There's the town of Pucón. Directly overhead. Weather seems to have cleared up, so that's good.
Charlie, Charlie, Quebec Delta, Lima contact Puerto Montt Center on 128.3.
128.3 for Charlie, Charlie, Quebec Delta, Lima. Good day.
Puerto Montt, approach Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Are we going to be expecting descent and vectors to the airport here shortly? We're directly overhead Pucón now at 9,000. Not gonna get a response from that, I guess. Okay, well, that's kind of unfortunate. Puerto Montt approach, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo identified. Salute us.
Hi, should we be expecting descent and vectors to the airport anytime here soon? Puerto Montt approach, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo. We'd like to cancel our IFR clearance at this time.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo identified. Salute us.
Something is not working here. Approach Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We'd like to cancel our IFR flight plan. Okay, nothing. CTAF for this airport's 122.8. Just gonna disable the autopilot here and just kind of do this on our own, I guess. So approach checklist, boost pumps on. Mixture full rich. Boost selectors are on, flaps 20 degrees below 175, gear down below 157. So we have an extended center line there on the GPS. So just activate the approach here. Let's see what we can get from NAVIGRAPH here as far as airport info. Open airport. Okay, so we've got 28. It's 5,500 foot. A field elevation is 800 feet. Okay. So pretty much we're going to descend down here, fly along this little valley. The airport should be up there somewhere, so. Grab our binoculars, see if we can't. There's the runway right there. So kind of just at the end of this valley, over this little forested area here. So we're going to chop some power. We're going to bring in 20 degrees of flaps. So, okay. Pucón traffic, Aerostar, number 702 Sierra Bravo. We're inbound, approximately 5 miles inbound, full stop landing, runway 27. Pucón. We still don't really know if it's 27 or 28.
Aerostar, November 702 Sierra Bravo, approach, runway 27 not available, active runway is 36.
We're on the wrong frequency here. Let's see. Bombs. Okay, 118.2 is the frequency. My bad. Pucón traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. About 5 miles inbound, runway 27, full stop landing, Pucón. We're gonna dump the gear out here.
Aerostar, November 702 Sierra Bravo, Pucón Airport info, good evening. Pass your details.
We're inbound about 3 miles for runway 27, full stop landing. On info. So I don't actually know if that's like supposed to be someone on the ground or what, but either way, we're coming in for a landing. I don't have time to decipher why the air traffic control never cleared us down or cleared us in or nothing. Alright, flaps are down, gears down through green, fuel pumps are on. Runway's in sight. Pucón traffic, Aerostar, short final 27, full stop Pucón. Oh, this might be a closed runway. This airport might be closed.
Aerostar 20 Bravo, surface wind 290 at 10, no reported traffic, land at your discretion.
Yeah, that's why this airport's closed. Okay, throttles to idle. Props to full forward. And we're down. Seems to be traffic here, so I don't know. Strove the landing lights off, gears coming up. Low boost pumps off. I have no clue where we're supposed to park here, so we're just gonna make our own parking. Here somewhere. Sounds good to me. A little warm, little warm. You don't have nav light off. That's good, that's good. Avionics master off. Still doing that bug. Figure it out one day. Alright, beacon off. All switches off. Parking brake is set. Alright, welcome to Pucón. Gonna get these passengers unloaded. And I think that'll do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Had a bit of nicer weather on this one, some better views, so even if the terrain wasn't as interesting as some of the previous legs. But some nice mountains in the area at least, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did like it, make sure to like it. Hit the thumbs up. And if you want to catch the next episode, make sure to subscribe, stay tuned. And if you haven't seen the previous episodes, check out the playlist on my channel. all the videos that I upload of this series. I put into that playlist so they're nice and in order for you. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys stay safe, and I will see you soon.